Alright. Sure everything's good and we're live. Alright, looks like everything's good. Welcome back to the farm. Today we've gotten our chores for the day already done. The cultivated field. Rolled it, so good to head to the next day where us harvest our last wheat field. Then be doing another cutting of hay. Let's take a look at one of our hay fields and see if it's stage 1 or 2. This way. Beans are looking good. Looking real good. It's ready to harvest, so next month we can do some more haying. August, so we might be able to sneak in 3 cuts of hay this year. Did get another one of those lean-to sheds where we have some of our liquid fertilizer stored here that neatly goes in. That's basically it for today. I had skipped tomorrow, it's our new. I'm gonna skip to August. Do 2 days at a time. 30 is good. Taking that. Should be. We have a little bit of wheat from the last field. The conditions are pretty wet right now. Water on the road. It's pretty muddy in that field. This is our 1480. Check it out. Do some quick maintenance. Everything's looking good. See any leaks? Belts squeaking. How do I close you up? Alright, she's good to go. Start harvesting. So we need to their auto steer up. 2 headland. We got a little bit of a bumper crop. In 14.1 tons a hectare. I switched it to acres, but it doesn't show as acres, which is pretty annoying. In the yield of 101% right now. So that's alright. Then to get this field harvested, which shouldn't take too long, we'll get to working on getting this cultivated and rolled. Yeah, it's a little wet. See that the tire's already wet and getting caked in mud. I think we should be alright. Either morning dew or I think it also rained last night. There's gonna be like today. There's just gonna be cloudy all the way through. Got tornado warning coming up in it's rain. Carve out the headland first and then start working our way down the field. Not yielding too bad. Be worse. Almost halfway full and we just on one of the passes. We'll be storing this wheat until winter time. Get a best price out of wheat because selling it right away is not going to bring any money in. So we like to store it, dry it, and sell it once winter time comes around. And we also have to sure be our corn, soybeans in October. Then what? So plant some wheat next year. Yeah, this field's definitely wet. Like watching all the grain come into the header. Probably not going to be able to make it all the way down to the other end of the field and back, so we might as well just offload it right away. You know, load what we got so that we have plenty of room to make it down to the end of the field and back. Alright. To harvesting. A little bit of storm damage, it seems like, in the field. Got a couple bald spots. Got quite a bit of field damage, unfortunately. That's farming. Did spray herbicide on this field. I was always thinking about going organic and not using chemicals on my crops. But we have to wait a couple of years so that we can be considered an organic farm again. I like to try to maximize yield, so maybe not go organic. I don't know. Maybe have a couple fields dedicated to certain vegetable types and do organic vegetables. Because I don't really see the need to have wheat, soybeans, and corn organic. But for now, anyway, we'll keep spreading chemicals on our fields. We do have newer machinery than the combine we're using, but you know, it's a lot of money to invest in a new combine, and I haven't really seen anything on the market yet that's caught my attention. I would like to eventually upgrade to maybe like a 2388 or something, but we haven't been able to land any ideas on where we pick one up. So hopefully in the future sometime we'll be able to get a 2388, something a little bit bigger, more grain storage capacity, so we don't have to stop as much. Because we're a small medium operation, I don't really see the need for like a grain cart or anything. But it does suck not having one as well, because we have to drive all the way back to that end of the offload into our gravity wagons. With the size of fields we have and the kind of operation we're running, it's just not needed right now. Got our yield map. I think this year as well, we're also going to put some lime down on fields. Get a little bit of boost in. Being a small operation, you definitely need to have as much yield potential as you can get to really make the funds you need to keep running your farm, because if you're not making any money, it's got machinery that's costing you money. We're also leasing a few fields as well. Every month we have a bill for the fields we're leasing. Let's cut this headland up too. Okay, I own laser spreader. Let's see what. Dump. Oh. So we don't do running a beef cattle operation. I don't feel like we really need to get to like silage and fermenting it and all that kind of stuff. Just mow hay, bale it for the cows. They take a couple bales a day. Trying to fill up our shed too as well, full of hay. Maybe look at getting a bigger get a bigger hay barn, because right now we're International Harvester 1490, and I know there's one bigger than this one. And a season but faster. Yeah, there's bigger. This one's 3.7 meters wide, and this one is. That'll be something we invest into. Still doing okay for yield. Definitely no bumper crop. Still gonna put money into the farm. We just need to go back the other way, which we're not going to be able to fit all that into combine, but we'll get as far as we can go and then offload. Man, this 1480 harvester is really nice. It really holds up, even you stack it up against modern combines. The grain tank extension can stretch out just a little more, get some more grain in the tank. You don't lose a lot of grain or anything out the back. Axle flow combines have always been really good combines. Has clean grain samples. Not too much when it comes to back end or header losses. Pretty good. Why we've kept this combine on the farm for so long. Doesn't have the jump seat, but they can always just sit on that little box there and ride along too. It's been pretty rainy lately, so it's nice to, even though it's only clouds, it's nice to have some decent weather. Seems like the field's already drying up too. Tractor and gravity wagons are over there. I'm gonna look at small gravity wagons, something that I'm not too interested in getting yet. I mean, maybe once we start leasing some more fields or even buying more fields and expanding our get this J&M gravity, not gravity wagon. These are the tractors we're working with. We got a few small ones. This International 884. We use that for running augers. And we got an International 70 for lawnmower. Our 1066 and our 1206, which are both mostly just for our haying operations. 5488 we use for the seed drill. Also have this farm equipment 255. Get used that much, honestly, but it's nice to have an extra truck in case we need. 7810 with the two-wheel drive. That one's mostly used for haying, for baling hay. Some chores as well. We have a two-wheel driver, better case H 258. And we're, well, maybe I'll bring the gravity wagons down here just so we don't have to travel with the combine so far. Out the pipe. And unloading auger is fully extended. Probably be a lot faster just to bring the wagons down here. Start on this side of the field. Might fill up before we get to the end. Yeah, we fill. We'll bring the wagons down. Better traction on the grass here instead of running through the field. Leave them here because we're gonna end up coming this way anyway. Let's go up. Always nice watching your grain get poured into the trailer. All the time and effort we put into it. Worth it watching your grain get offload. Filled up one wagon already. Gotta put the last little bit in the next one. Oh. Head back to the other side of the field, finish up that little spot that we had to leave behind. We got one more headland to do. One more headland pass, I mean. The header and the thresher are moving. So keep an eye on my yield monitor here. It just seems like this north part of the field, it's not doing nearly as well as the southern part. Also, it depends on the soil type here. I think we have a lot of sand and loamy sand in our field, so try to spread some lime on after we're done before we cultivate it and see if we can boost our yields up some. Science to it. Quite a bit of land that we're harvested field 76 and now we're 77. So we got these with soybean. Got these two. Thinking of acquiring 24, 5, 8 bigger fields for sure. Want to bring in some more volume. I mean, we don't have the biggest setup storing grain. We got a couple bins. When we're harvesting multiple types, we definitely want to expand that soon as well, because we're getting into not just doing monocrop or 1 to 2 crop. Now we're starting to get into 2 to 3 types of crops a year. I'm probably gonna have to sell either the wheat or the corn to get harvesting on soybeans. Might end up being the wheat actually. Maybe we'll take it to grain elevator, have it stored, and then ship it out on train when season comes. I think that would be a good idea. And then down here we end up getting a bumper crop. Really good yields. Let's cut a section of the field out here. Start here. It's just the southern headland that seems to be yielding pretty high. It's dead weeds that we sprayed early in the spring. I don't know if that still takes a hit on the yield or not. Bin's filling up already again. I'd like to get... Oh, maybe in this one I can get 4 or 5 loads of wheat taken out of here. What I'm hoping for. This is our last wheat field, so there's no more wheat after this. After this it's all corn and soybean. Back into the higher yielding areas again. So far I can't complain about this wheat harvest. It's not too bad. I don't think we'll make it back in time, so well, offload here. build types that we have here. Got silty clay, sand. Does that make sense? Why? So. Start the header and thresher again. Just on this corner of the field. It's a great builds up. This little bit of the corner of the field's all done.